Hey Avatar Korra fans, and in this video is a continuation of my last news update for February the 2nd through the 18th. 2 weeks of news and pretty much 2 videos, but this one I'll be covering the second half, the main portion of what got me excited about the Book 3 short trailer that aired in the Netherlands as a commercial on Nickelodeon, and I'm sure it'll start airing on Nick USA here soon. So, yeah, let's get started. The main thing, I kind of set it up. Guess who's supposedly back? Zuko, and he has a dragon with him. I don't know what dragon that is. If it's Ron from that Firebending Masters episode. I don't know which one's the red and blue one. I think it's Ron is the red one. Anyway, it was red. That's all I know. They kind of look the same, but they kind of don't. But I mean, in Avatar, most of the dragons look the same except for like color. So, anyway, Zuko supposedly is on the dragon. We know there's a human sitting up there because we saw it when he was like talking to a White Lotus person on what looked like an island thing on his dragon, and which is first off really exciting. Right when I saw that, I lost it. We see two cool shots of dragons. One just sitting there talking to White Lotus with his wings spreading, and then one just like flying kind of into the camera while as it shuts off. So anyway, it's really exciting. Even though I don't know where it comes from, I'll go ahead and talk about that theory. I read this on Tumblr and I actually kind of believe it. If it's not Ron, then, and supposedly all the dragons have died off, they're all gone, except for those two. Some person said maybe Ron and Shaw had a kid. I was like, well, I don't know if one's a boy and one's a girl. But anyway, if they are, okay. But here's also another one. You know the mysterious golden egg shaped treasure that the Sun Warriors were protecting in that room where they got all sticky and stuff and they got trapped when they picked it up? Yeah. In the room of the statues where they did the dancing thing for the first time. What if that egg-shaped thing, that treasure, happened to be an actual dragon egg or an egg inside a case, something like that? Because I don't think a dragon egg would be that fancy with jewel things on it. Anyway, wonder if that's why they were protecting it, because it's the last living dragon egg. That's what everyone seems to believe, if it's not Ron. So, yeah. And one thing I caught, which kind of made me believe this at first I was like, hey, that's a cool theory, but I don't know. But then when I watched the Firebending Masters episode, I remembered when Zuko picked it up, before it started oozing that sticky stuff, he said he said it feels alive. And then, wouldn't that make sense if it's a dragon egg? It actually makes sense. It's not just like a stupid fan fiction type of thing. It actually makes sense why they would protect it, and kind of, who knows, surely, when they were hunting dragons, like they said they did, that Sozin started, before Iroh ended it, surely they didn't think that they wouldn't have had, eggs laying different places. They wouldn't have not done that. That's just animals' nature. They want to, yeah. So, it would make sense. Obviously, they wouldn't just say, okay, we're not going to lay any more eggs because we're going to die off, and then we're gonna be the last dragons. They're going to kill us. No, that's not what they would do. So, of course, there might even be dragon eggs other places. You don't know. But, like, obviously, there'd be eggs. They wouldn't just stop just for that reason. But anyway, so maybe that's the one they found, and maybe that's, or who knows, maybe that's Ran and Shaw's egg. Maybe that's why it's so important to them. Anyway, that's kind of what I'm starting to believe too, since he said it feels alive. That just kind of boop. Okay, I think that might do it. And also, since Zuko held it, and wonder if I don't know, he got it while he was the Fire Lord, and he was the only one like that of his like the only one that we know of besides Iroh that actually knows the secret of firebending, that where you can do it without rage and all that stuff. Which, anyway, that would make sense why he got the egg. Anyway, maybe that's why Zuko showed up, supposedly. Before I get onto what I was thinking what he might do with Korra, I'll show you, like, obviously we don't really know for a fact that it's Zuko. We're 99% sure for one thing. It's kind of obvious now that I think about it. Because who else has a scar, like, all over his face? I guess, anyway. Obviously when you zoom in, even if it's the, like, HD version of the trailer, obviously it's going to get pixelated and kind of blurry and you can't tell. Just that's how it is when you blow stuff up. So you can't really tell. We just see the detail of his clothes, kind of, and it kind of is similar to Zuko's, what he wore in the poster that they handed out at that San Diego Comic-Con and showed adult Zuko, and it's kind of a mix between that and the design for him in book 3, that, like, robe looking thing where he tied a thing around his waist and so forth. It kind of looked like that, just fancier. And also it looked kind of like, even though he's not Fire Lord, he probably still has that hairpiece, so it kind of looked like he was wearing that. So obviously then that's fact number 1, I think it would be him. Also, you can see like a slight blur right here on this side of his face. So obviously, wouldn't that be a scar? And it's even, if you look really closely, it's kind of pinkish in the bad resolution that we get. So obviously, wouldn't that be Zuko? Some people are like, maybe it's Roku. I'm like, first off, Roku doesn't have like a scar on his face. And obviously, and also, his beard. Yes, Zuko has a beard now. Because at 80 or something. It was short, Roku's is long, and his hair's long. Zuko's look more like it was in The Promise, like his actual hair, but it was up in that thing as far as I know. So anyway, I think that's Zuko, and maybe now what I'll think how he'll be involved. I think he might help Korra learn the true way of fire like he did. Maybe she'll visit Ran and Shaw with him. That'd be so cool. And pass the secret on to her as well. And also wonder if someone said, like, wonder if Zuko gets the nickname Dragon now. I was like, oh, we'll see. That's pretty interesting. That's not really important, but anyway, I just want to say that because I thought it was interesting theory. Anyway, now I'll get on, now that that's all the way and it's really exciting. Now what I think that will be like in book 3, obviously, like I've been saying, is supposedly supposed to be Earth focused, more about Lin and her family and the Earth Kingdom, like going to Ba Sing Se, the Earth Queen, Omashu, and all them. So, why are they bringing in Zuko and dragons? I thought that would be book 4, which we think would be focused on fire. Wouldn't that make sense for Korra to learn that then, and have Zuko as her mentor, and then see Zuko's daughter as the Fire Lord? I thought that'd be when we see him, but they're bringing him early. I kind of think that he's going to play a minor role, and then maybe he'll move on to teaching her that in the book 4. Maybe he'll just appear, kind of, and like maybe help them out in, like, I don't know, the final battle. Maybe they need to get the Earth Queen's help if she's not a villain, and then get all the masters they can think of. Obviously Tenzin knows him because they grew up together, kind of, as friends and stuff. So he has links to all of them. Maybe that'll happen. I don't know. Maybe they'll team up. That'd be so cool. Old Zuko Old Zuko and Katara. Yeah. Anyway, I'm curious. I think it will be Earth focused, but I don't want them to like cram too much, and then kind of make book 4 kind of like, I liked how it was, but this one's supposed to be Earth focused. We'll go to the Earth Kingdom, learn more about Toph and her family, and Lynn, how she grew up, why she kind of disliked Korra to begin with. And then go to Fire, learn more about Zuko and May, if they got married and so forth, you know what I'm saying. I just thought that'd be cool. We go through all the 4 elements in Korra, and end of story, end of Korra, probably end of the Avatar universe. Like, probably won't get another one, so just that'd be cool. But now I'm kind of wondering. I think it's gonna be great, but I'm just curious. So yeah. Once again, Nick up front, March 13th. What else is coming up? Exciting. That's pretty much it for right now, as far as I know. Anyway, if we get enough news, I'll have another video up at the end of this week. If not, then maybe another 2 weeks. If I don't get a lot of news, I'll probably just do this like I did this week, and just kind of combine so that there's enough to make a video. So yeah, that's kind of how I'll run things from now on until book 3 gets on the air. Thanks for watching.